Hey, it's Tom ZEEB'S with Traction Real Estate Mentors, and in this quick video, I want to answer a question I hear quite commonly about is wholesaling only for beginners? The answer might surprise you. Keep it rolling and stay tuned. A lot of people seem to think that wholesaling, so putting a property under contract but never buying it, actually selling the contract to another investor, either a rehabber or a landlord, a lot of people seem to think that that is a beginners only technique. Now look, it's a great way to get started in real estate investing. It's a perfect technique for getting going because you don't need any money other than your marketing. You're not going to buy the property, you don't need credit, you don't need financing, you don't need anything. But that doesn't mean that wholesaling then ends when you become intermediate or advanced. In fact, I think wholesaling always has a place in an investor's toolbox because investors always need cash. Like as I've grown in my investing career over the last 20 years, I've gotten into more rehabs and buy and holds. And well, where does the money come from for those, right? It takes money to do a renovation. You're either going to borrow it or you have it on your own. You can have it on your own if you've done wholesale deals first. The other option is, well, what about landlording? Well, landlording, if you're going to buy a property, it takes money to buy it. And then over time, well, you got to deal with the tenants. You got to deal with the toilets. Things might go wrong in the property that need to be paid for. Tenants don't pay for a couple months. Well, that needs to be paid for. A great way to pay for it is simply use the money you've earned from wholesale deals. So for starting off, absolutely, it's a fantastic option. But also, over time, you should always keep the wholesaling option in your investor toolbox because when a rehabber needs more money to be able to do more rehabs, wholesaling is the answer. When the landlord needs more money to be able to buy more deals, wholesaling is the answer because you build up that cash quickly that you can then use for the other types of deals that you want to do. Also, if you think about it, a rehabber, how many rehabs can a rehabber handle at once? Most people can handle 2, sometimes 3. That's really busy and keeps a lot going. Well, what if you've got your 2 or 3 rehabs going and then the phone rings and it's a response from your marketing and it's a good deal, but you just don't have the capacity to do it? Should you let it go? No, don't let it go. Put it under contract and assign it to somebody else, another investor who's willing to pay you a wholesale fee for the great deal that you wish you could have done, but you just can't because you don't have the capacity at the moment to do it. So when you keep that in mind, you realize that the skills are the same. It's just a matter of which exit strategy works best for you at any given moment. And it's beyond just that as well. Because what do you really do when you're wholesaling real estate? You're focusing on 3 main things. You're marketing to find motivated sellers, which you have to do no matter what kind of real estate deal you want to do. You are negotiating with sellers, right, to make deals, which no matter what kind of real estate investing you have to do, you have to get good at that. And then 3, you're learning how to put them under contract and navigate it through, control it through till settlement, and which you also have to do no matter what kind of real estate investing you want to do. So whether you want to just wholesale, whether you want to rehab, be a landlord, do commercial, do those, anything you do, you need to know how to market, how to negotiate, and how to legally control it and manage that deal through, which is exactly the skills that you need for wholesaling. So wholesaling isn't this, look, it's an exit strategy. It's not some alternate idea or an alternate, it's what you need to do for any type of deal. So when you keep that in mind, then you'll understand exactly what you need to be doing. You don't need any money. You don't need any credit. You're not going to have to figure out the funding. You're not going to buy the property and take on all the risk. It really keeps your risk low and your headaches low. That's how real estate wholesaling always has a place in your investor toolbox. Whether you are beginner, intermediate, or advanced, you should always be using real estate wholesaling. If you're wondering where I am, I'm in Butte, Montana, a mining town. Very interesting, just snowy day here in Butte, Montana with a very low cloud ceiling. So from Butte, Montana, it's Tom ZEEB'S for Traction Real Estate Mentors, signing off.